In this video, I'll show you why ampersand NBSP semicolon can be your friend in a Joomla article or content. Hey there, Joomla fans. Tim Davis here. I'm a Joomla fan too, and thanks for tuning in to Maintenance Monday number, drumroll, 100 here on the Basic Joomla Tutorials YouTube channel. That's right, this is episode 100. And as I've been letting people know, we're going to be giving away, to celebrate 100 episodes of Maintenance Monday, a $100 Amazon gift card, that's 100 Canadian, to someone randomly who enters to win that. And I'm going to tell you in a little bit in the video how to do that when we get to the chat section. But first of all, let's take a look at today's topic, and then we will hang out afterwards. So let's turn our attention over to the screen. Yes, some of you are noticing that I'm all spiffy. It's actually the first time I've ever worn this jacket, and it's a very old bow tie. But all right, hey, head on over to basicjoomla.com/giveaways. Enter this month's giveaway. It's different than the 1-year celebration for Maintenance Monday, and you'll see the prizes are listed there, including, I did add, J2 Store. And on Wednesday's Watch Me Work live stream, I have an announcement about a change in the contest. I'm making it a lot easier for you to enter the monthly contest, so we will look at that. Now, last week we were talking about how periodically in your text, in your articles or somewhere, the code for a space, ampersand, NBSP semicolon will appear, and it can affect the way that your lines wrap. And I showed how to take it out. But wonderfully, we had a great comment. Just let me just look at it here again. Gary Barkley left a comment on that video last week and explained that NBSP actually stands for non-breaking space. And you know what? When he said that, I realized, duh, why did I not know that? But apparently, that's what it stands for, and its purpose is to keep words together so they don't break going over a line, or when a line is wrapped in article or content. So there are places where you want it. It still shows up mysteriously, usually when you're cutting and pasting from something from another program and the characters don't get all changed properly. But it is a useful tool, and it can be your friend, and that's what we're going to look at today, how to do that. First of all, so here on the page, let's go to the home page. And I've added a little bit of ridiculous text here. You'll see right here it says on the front, on the home page, says, I am happy to welcome you today to the fantastic Basic Joomla site. Now, the reason that I wrote that was so that I could get the text long enough for Basic and Joomla to be wrapped to a different line. And the reason that is wrapping is obviously because there's out of space, and in the article itself between Basic and the word Joomla, there is just a space. And we can see that when we go and look into that article. And we will see right here in the code. Let me just check to make sure that I have the right screen up here. See right here in the code, fantastic Basic Joomla site. I can even blow that up a bit for you. So you see right in between there's just a space. That's all there is. And so when the content is being wrapped, when there's no room for the word Joomla, it just gets bumped down to the side. But look what happens when we do this. Instead of that space, we'll take that out and we'll put in semicolon. And then easy to remember because it stands for non-breaking space. And actually it's ampersand first, and then a semicolon, and then we will save that. Then when we go to the front page and refresh, you will see that now Basic Joomla site, Basic Joomla, is all held together. So if you have, so this is an example. If you have a term that you want to have together that's not break on lines or break up, you always want those words to appear together, use ampersand NBSP semicolon instead of a space, and that will do it very nicely. And that's how it can be your friend. You'll get the formatting that you want. This works with names. It works with anything that would have a space between it that you want to be all on one line. And so for the 100th time, that is today's Maintenance Monday tip. here on the Basic Joomla Tutorials YouTube channel. We'll talk maybe a little bit more about this afterwards, but let's see, let's bring chat on the right. Is that going to pop up? Yes. Now, so first, all right, so let's just get to it. For those of you that came just to watch that, but you maybe came to win the $100 gift card, Canadian, here's how you can enter. Let me just bring this over here. All you need to do is send, I will change screens. It's as big as I can get it. All you need to do is send an email to mm100@basicjoomla.com. I'm going to, I'll as those emails are received, I'll sort them in the order they're received, and then I'm going to randomly I'll use something to randomly pick a number, and I'll count down the number of emails, and that will be who wins the $100 Amazon gift card. And I will do that draw, announce the winner next Monday. I'll have the draw done before I'll have it all sorted, but I'll announce the winner, and then so you have a week to enter. So those of you that are watching live, send an email right now. Those of you that are watching the replay, send an email right now, whatever right now time it is that you're watching. And that gives a chance to everybody who's part of the channel who maybe couldn't make it today or watches at different times during the week or during the day, you can enter. So mm100@basicjoomla.com. Anybody is allowed to enter, because I am really seriously just going to pick an email using that method. And if it's someone that we know on the channel or one of my clients or anything like that, you can win, because I am not going to show any favoritism. All right, mm100@basicjoomla.com. I put that in chat as well. Why not? And we will go there. All right, so now we see some things shared here. Ivor's even actually shared a handy table of different characters I'm going to guess. So listen, for those of you that are leaving at this point because you just want to enter contests, thanks for your support of this channel. Thanks for all of your participation in the last 100 episodes. And for those, so if you're not sticking around, enjoy your Joomla sites, and God bless. And for those of you that are staying, thank you also for your part in the channel. So 2 years ago when I did the first Maintenance Monday, I really did it because I wanted to have more content going to my site, to the Joomla tutorials channel. It takes a bit of concentration to sit down and make a well-polished tutorial, but as you can see, you don't always have to be polished when you're doing live streaming. So I thought if I do that every week, it'll at least keep me honest and keep me putting new content on and working. And it has really been great. I've really enjoyed it. Not only do I like the YouTube and making the videos, and of course Joomla, but it has been great making so many friends and having our little community here when we get together and chat. And I've learned so much from you. And I know from some of your comments you've learned from this as well. So that is great. Now, let's check out the comments here. This jacket might not last because it is warm here. Ivor says, wow, nice outfit. Thank you, Ivor. That's not Creative World. That's not Laura. That is, oh, it has escaped me. It'll come back to me. Although she's going to, anyway, it says spiffy stuff. Congrats, Tim. Sometimes I have a hard time remembering which of these names are who. Just as someone would see Basic Joomla tutorials and wonder. It's going to kill me when you type it because I know. Brian says, nice number and outfit. Chayton likes the bow tie. Ivor says, here's a handy table. Let's check that out. Valerie, that's right. You know, I was going to say Vicky, and I knew it wasn't that. Valerie, thank you. I'm sorry for not making that connection again. I am going to claim the heat here, so I'll take this jacket off pretty soon. Let's check this out. There we go. Here is a link that Ivor posted in chat. He was able to do that because he's got a wrench. And so if you are looking to put in a character somewhere, then you can use this handy dandy little tool. So let's see. I'm guessing if I click here. Wow. Okay, that is not what I was thinking. Somewhere in here there'll be a space. I'm sure. You could click through and we'll look. Well, you know what it is. But if you want to enter an exclamation mark, the HTML code is ampersand number 33 semicolon. Or a quote mark. You have this HTML code, or you can use this HTML name code, and that will work. And that's for if you're looking to add things. So that is very cool. So somewhere in there, I'm sure that there is a line break. Actually, we can scroll down and see. Oh, look at that. They've got HTML characters, ampersand number 32 semicolon. That's interesting. So that's for an HTML character. We scroll down to extra codes. Look, oh, there we have it. Ampersand MBSP semicolon non-breaking space. What was that one we looked at the top here? Oh, that's just code for a space. Of course, you can just have a space. So yeah, that is a great link. I'm going to paste that over here in, there you go. For those of you just showing up, MM100 at basicjoomla.com, how to enter the giveaway for the Amazon card. I'm going to pop this link that Ivor just shared. I will put that in the description of the video afterwards. This is what Tim wears on a date, Vinny says. Mary says, so handsome. Clara says, so Mary says that Clara says he looks like he's going on a date. Really, is that what people wear on dates? Well, I've been married for almost 33 years, so I don't so much go out on dates in the sense of looking for a date, but I will dress up if we're going somewhere nice. We haven't been somewhere nice in a long time, but yes, you know, if you really want to know the story of this jacket, is like I said, it's the first time that I've worn it. And but this bow tie actually is a tie that I got when I was in a choir back in 1980. I think it was 1985. Summer Christmas 1985. I was in a Christmas choir at my Bible college, and so I bought this tie, and I've had it that long. So 85 to now, that is that's 34 years. And I'll tell you what, I haven't worn it for a little while because I went to put it on. It's one of those ones that you just clip behind it. I had to let it out about an inch in order to get it on. So, but yeah, I don't mind. Dressing up is fine. Doesn't bother me. Although here on the left coast, we don't dress up so much anymore. I'm not in an office every day or going anywhere. I'll throw on a jacket and a shirt just to look nice going to a meeting, but hardly ever wear ties anymore. All right, so yeah, so there's some handy dandy codes there. Thanks for posting that, Ivor. Yeah, you know, I was thinking, everybody, that because of Basic Joomla, I might want to add this everywhere in the whole site so that is always together. First of all, let's fix this text here. Because I'm not going to leave that ridiculous sentence on there. I'm going to revert this back to the version from July 13th. All right. And we're going to restore. And that should put it back to the normal text. Hey there, Joomla fans. Tim Davis here. I'm a Joomla fan too. Correct. And now I'm going to go up here and, I'm going to look in the code view, and we'll just put that back to the way that it was. Ampersand NBSP semicolon. I'll take that space out there. Of course, we can do find and replace in this whole site using DB Replacer, and I can do that for my whole site. So why don't we do that? We'll save and close that, and then I'm going to go to components. Do I have DB Replacer installed in there? Regular Labs DB Replacer. There we go. I'll open that in a new tab. And then we will go, and I'm going to search in all of the intro text and text for the word basic. Whoops. Joomla, and I'm going to replace it with Control Copy. I'm going to replace it with ampersand, non-breaking space, semicolon, take that out. So we'll search 41 rows. So basically what I'm doing is, basically where I'm going through my whole site, I'm going to make it so that basic Joomla always gets kept together. And it's going to look through all those articles. So why don't we do that? Let's replace. I am sure. Yes, I want to replace that. And that's all done. So I can clean the cache. And we can pop to the front page here. I don't have any examples where it's going to wrap here. But we could check this out here, because this is a replacement would be made. How big can I make this? Oh, very big. There we go. Can I go even bigger? Oh, yeah. So you'll notice here, basic Joomla is sticking together. And, oh, it'll go super big. Basic Joomla is being forced to stay together. Down here. Of course, we know this works, so. I find it where it's, yeah, basic Joomla is being kept together. Anyways, that's how it works. All right. Well, so much for that topic. What is happening, everybody? I was actually quite excited about changing the thumbnail to changing it from a number 099 to a number 1. 100. And that's a good little tip. If you're starting a project and you're doing numbers like issues, use zeros, because what you're going to find, as you know, if you go to search things by a title, if you have 1 and then if you have like number 1, just a 1 by itself, and then you have number 10, you will get the ones sometimes sorted alphabetically instead of numerically. But if you go 001 and then 002 and work your way, you will have plenty of room. And so when you start something, you just never know. It's sort of like a little bit like the Y2K thing. You might reach the point where suddenly you need to add a third digit to the number, and then you realize, oh my goodness, this is not going to sort properly. So just a little bit of planning ahead of time when you're doing that. All right. Yeah, so if you guys are working on any projects or you got anything happening, say it in chat. If you want to say something, if you want to come on Zoom, I could fire up Zoom for you as well. Just mention it in there in the chat there. And all right, so let's head on over. Let's see if there's anything new in the Joomla extensions Facebook group. And let's see here how we're doing. Okay. Lynn Du shared a link of Virtuart Product Compare extension. Helps customers to add various items into a place to compare to decide the final choice. That's a pretty cool feature. Let's pop over here and check that out. CMS Smart. Oh, cool. I was CM Smart. CMS Smart. There's a great example when you pick a name to your branding. Hey, they want to keep in touch with me. How about that? No, Hootsuite, I don't want to share that image. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, so you've got CMS Smart. Oh, here we go. Something's happening. There we go. CMS Mart. Make the colors different so people can read it properly. 4907. Wow, 4907. Someone's converting currency to my location. Good for them. Do they have a demo at the cart? Oh, another pop-up over here. How do you close this? I guess it hides after a while. Okay. Well, they've got a lot of works on how it works, bit tips on how it works. So cool. Those of you using Virtuemart, that might be something you want to check out. What else? Syed has a new extension, AA Galleria Gallery. Why don't we check that out? Mary says after watching the Easy Layouts watched me work, she realized she had a coupon by being a GI Events Gold member, so you saved money and get to play with a new component now. Excellent. This is something that I was going to announce for everybody, but Easy Layouts donated one pro membership that allows you to put it on 20 domains to give away. And so that's actually going to be given away next month in August giveaway. And so I'm kind of saving that for a general announcement, but now that we're past the chat point, past the early point, it'll just be us probably watching this. So so in August you can, one of the prizes in the monthly giveaway is an Easy Layouts membership that they donated. Just one. Yes, nice. So that will be fun. And so change is coming. I'll announce that on Wednesday, how people can enter. And it's going to be super easier for you guys to enter the contest. Because let's face it, not a lot of people want to go and visit all those things and visit Facebook and just go through that every month. So that's changing. So Vinny says to Mary, if you have any questions or need any help, let him know. He's been playing with Easy Layouts for a while. Yes, I was playing around with it and realized that, oh my goodness, I'm in the deep end on that. But we'll Vinny would be a good resource if anyone's got some questions. Of course, they've got their website with support as well, so we don't want to burn Vinny out. All right, so let's see, AA Galleria. Let's see the demo. This looks like a gallery program. It's coming up. There it is. Okay, yeah, there you go, gallery. With some pictures. You can click on them to change them. And who knows if it's got scrolling features. Vinny won't get burnt out. He just won't respond to email. Oh, okay. So, in the hierarchy of needs, leaving people hanging comes before burnout. The world needs a healthy you. Whoever you are, each of you, say this individually. The world needs a healthy you. And if you aren't taking care of yourself or you're getting burned out, then you can't help the people that really need your help. And you won't be able to help anyone. So that's a good way to keep things balanced. Vinny says he knows how to make filters he knows how to make filters in Gmail. Yeah. All right. So there's another gallery program there. Let's see. What else we got here? Donation Thermometer Pro. Have we seen this before? I know a while ago we were looking for a donation thermometer for my friend Rick's site, Smart Drive Test. And Rick is on here too. Did I see Rick say something here? I thought maybe he was in, maybe he's not watching today. We actually had one custom done into, I have to check to see which one it was. But we contacted the developer so that when people made a donation, it automatically calculated what had come in. But here's one. Create a responsive donation thermometer, customize background color, size, font, color, set up donation button 2. Works with any templates, nice out for the responsive cross-browser support, simple and friendly user interface, in your face, and easy to use. Cool. It's just a thermometer, but why don't we look at the demo? There it is. And if you click donate now, you must be able to link that to go to, obviously, wherever it is you want people to donate. Your extension. Cool. A fake sales notification. I wonder what that does. Yes. Oh, that's great. I just saw that. Mary, yeah, Mary added 3 tutorials last week for ACY Mailing 6. And that was great. I haven't watched those yet, but I do have a playlist on the Basic Joomla Tutorials YouTube channel that will allow you to add your tutorials that you make to the playlist. And if you want to, if you have tutorials you want to add, you can contact me and I can give you information for adding those there. All together, that is what Joomla means in Swahili by Basic Joomla. I don't think the link showed there, but here I'll show you guys how to find it. Let's go to the YouTube channel. Let's go to my channel. And we're going to say, hey, look, I'm live right now. Woohoo! And then go on the channel, click on playlists. And then you will see, look, here's my saved playlist for Gold Rush. Huh. I probably did that when I was logged in. Anyways, go to this one here. All together. After all, that's what Joomla means in Swahili. I can probably post the link right here, right now. Here we go. There it is. And as you scroll down, you will see there's Mary's 3 that got added. So you can watch those. And yeah, there's a bunch down there. So the idea is this, everybody, we can just share tutorials that we're making that are there. Have them in English and have them family friendly. That's it. Family friendly with respect to image, and don't show how to put non-breaking spaces into text on porn sites that you're working on. So anyways, yeah, so Mary's are there. Mary does really nice tutorials. She's got a great voice for listening to, and I was happy to see this because I was thinking about doing some ACY Mailing 6 stuff, but Mary did that, and so that's good. It's not no need for me to recreate the wheel. I may do some down the road, who knows, but those are great to have there. Especially with ACY Mailing 6 being so new, that'll be great to watch just to get a feel for how things are going. All right, hey, somebody subscribed. That is very nice. So what are we back to here? Donation, fake sales. This module for sales notification to customers, it has easy feature to generate fake sales notification and engage your visitors. The module has full control with many custom fake sales. Generate fake sales notification to engage your visitors. I wonder if he means something different than fake. That might be a translation issue there. Let's see. Let's see the demo. Might have to ask him about that. Pin it by now. No. All right. That's curious description. Oh, it's this module down in the bottom left-hand side. Is it? Maybe not. I don't know. I don't understand that one. All right, let's keep going. July 27th, Virtuemart multiple image upload. That's a bunch that are showing up in here. You have more than one photo image of your products and you want to have a super fast tool that allows you to upload other images related to your main images just in one click. This Virtuemart multiple image upload plugin is your right choice. Cool. Oh, it is that one, eh, Vinny? Vinny's just saying, going back, is to show that people are buying things right now. Oh, okay, and that's perhaps the fake part then. Okay. Now, if you want it... Okay. I suppose you could make that not fake and use it by putting in your real sales. Just have some in there and just keep adding them every now and then. Or it could be tied to something good. Okay, I got you, Vinny. Yeah, I was right. Good. I was right on that one then. Nor competition. Voting contest extension for Joomla. I've done a tutorial on that. Yes, TBY BJB. I get it. Something to make it look like others are buying stuff, then they encourage you to buy. Yes, yes. So myself personally, I would not use fake information to try to sell stuff, but that would could still be a good tool if you want it to put it in and for it to, and you just actually put in the information of purchases that people actually made. And it's supposed to show that your site is active. Yes. So it would be something you want, because if you only have a sale every couple of months of something, you could easily have it come up and say, hey, John Doe purchased such and such 9 months ago. That might be counterproductive. TBYBJB, where are you and who are you? I don't recognize. Let me write this down. TBYBJB. Almost think that it could be Phil Taylor. He's always got something different when he's on here, but anonymizing himself. Lynn Do, here's 20% discount when you buy the coupon code. Advanced invoice for VirtueMart. Oh, /Tom. Okay. Yes. Hello, Tom. I remember that now. Tom and I have talked about some things. Tom, I think we talked about taking a look at some of the new things in Joomla 4 that you might do that on a live stream sometime, I think. Well, thank you very much for saying that I look good. And, you know, like Billy Crystal's SNL character, it's better to look good than to fear good. Okay, so what else have we got here? July 25th. Easy Jobs Manager 1.2.0. New version of the best Joomla component for jobs management is available. Let's check that out. Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah, I think we just sort of talked about just some of the differences that are there in the alpha versions already. So, yeah, definitely once Joomla 4 drops, there's going to be a lot of tutorials and talking and things to look at. So that will be exciting. Let's see, what's Easy Jobs? What does it do? Import jobs quickly from backend with job providers like CareerJet. All right, so this is in order to advertise jobs that are available for people to take. Okay, so they have a new version out. Voss performance service. There's a theme. Aren't supposed to be posted in here. Fixed sales notification. And July 21st. Yeah, that takes us to things that we have already seen. All right, great. Some interesting things there. Let's close all this stuff here. Tom's been busy, also been working on a report on the current state of Joomla extensions. He had hoped to have it ready before now, but maybe soon. Interesting. Okay. Working on a report. Who are you working on the report for? What context are you working on that report? Is J4 going to change things dramatically? It's probably good. It's a good question. My thoughts are, just off the top here while other people respond to that. My thoughts are that probably the biggest change that people notice right away is just going to be the different back end. Interesting. I was out for coffee with a friend of mine. We go out for coffee every Friday. He's retired. He's written a book. He's just starting on a web page, so I've hooked him up with the Joomla site. And he ordered the book Joomla for Dummies, and he brought it to coffee just for me to check out. I've given him my copy of OS Training's book for Joomla 3, which is something you can win in a monthly giveaway. But when I looked through his book, Joomla for Dummies that he bought, it was for Joomla 1.5, dating back to 2010. And what I noticed in looking through, of course, there's lots of things that have changed since 2010. But, articles, article manager, opening up an article, published by, there's so many things that have that persist in the core that I think a lot of those aspects are just going to continue to be the same. The look is going to be different of the administration interface, And also, it's going to be different in things that are added. And we've talked on Zoomcast. Chayton and I interviewed Ramesh from J2 Store, and he was talking about web services for e-commerce and other uses. And so I think what's going to change is what is added, but I think all of that core stuff is going to be there. Vinny says yes, a simple answer. Well, thanks, Vinny, for saving me all that I just said. Yeah, it is going to change some things dramatically, but I'm excited about it. A lot of people are excited about it, and let me just fix this here. And we'll cover it all here. Cover it all here on the channel, and go from there. Yeah, that's different seeing me. I've not worn a bow tie in a long time. Just looking down the screen. 1,419 subscribers we see here on the channel. You want to see some fun stats? Let's check this out here. I'm going to drag this over, and we can see. Here is my stats on the channel. Right now on the stream, this is not accurate how many viewers there are, because right now it says there's 5. Last week it was down to like 2 viewers, but a lot of people were still talking in chat, so I'm not sure how accurate that is, but I get these little stats here while the stream is going, and that shows who's watching and at what, not who's watching, but how many are watching and at what speed and who's been in or out. Last week we set a record. I think it must have been a record with 10 people watching all at once, but if you're a graph nerd like me, then there you are. Hey, other thing I'll tell you, let me change screens here, get back to seeing what I'm doing. Where am I clicking? There. I had a really cool experience with this site. No, PioneerPoly.com. I told you a couple of weeks ago I was working on this website for a YouTuber, and this is his site here that we have going, and got some nice custom social media buttons in gold off of a site. Bought those a month-long membership. Got those for a really good price. So last week he mentioned his website was under construction. He mentioned it for the first time on the site. And yes, the 240p is Mary. And it was interesting because he had no website. And so he'd been playing around with one in Wix. But then, so I built this site for him, and we're working. He wants to sell some merch, so we're going to set up a store for him so people can buy merchandise. But I saw that the video had been released. I went and I watched the Google Analytics, and suddenly it started getting traffic, and good traffic. He had, I think he's had something like 600 or 900 page views in 3 days, which is pretty good. But it was very interesting to see because, when you work on an existing site for someone and maybe you change it, you look and then there's just the traffic is there. But this is a site that really nobody knew about or visited, and then all of a sudden he just mentioned in his video and he started getting traffic to it, and it was really kind of rewarding to see that something that I had put together for him was running and working and just sort of came to life just like that. Doesn't really happen too often, but it was kind of a fun one. Let's see. Valerie says, Ivor, I watched one from them. Chayton, if you're still here, please slow down. You know what happened in the last tutorial when Chayton was doing his overview of Page Builder. I did have to slow him down because Chayton and I talk almost every day, and we'll talk about projects we're working on, things that we're doing. But we'll also just kind of talk and shoot the breeze. So we're so comfortable with each other. I think what happened was when we got in that live stream, Chayton just started talking because as we always do talk, and so that's why I need to slow him down. So JoomDev has a lot of other tutorials on their site, and he talks very nicely on those. So Ivor. Oh, here's Ivor's click a link. What did you watch there? Oh.
Hello and welcome to a video. In this video, we'll go through the Joomla.
Yeah, Ivor's posted one there. Let's see here. I have to go back because that showed up in the chat here. Um, da, 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 da. Oh, okay, so maybe you guys are making that comment. I'll be talking with Chayton later on. I am still late on getting the latest Joomcast episode edited. I went to bed like 2 o'clock Sunday morning. No, I stopped working at 2 o'clock Sunday morning. We're almost there, but we'll get it up. We are lining up new people for interviews, so that's good. Hey, I think the topic for Watch Me Work Wednesday this week is going to be in response to questions someone asked on the channel. If I had any videos about doing mobile versions in Gantry, Gantry 5. And I think we'll take a look at is how Gantry uses the classes that Gantry uses to let things show up on a phone or not on a phone, or how to set those things. Then I have something on the channel for that person, and it probably will break into a larger version of maybe how other templates do it. I really like how Asteroid does it. There's also a great tool from Regular Labs that does certain things that we could look at. So we'll kind of look on Wednesday at that, starting out with Gantry 5, but then we'll take a look at just some other ways that you can adapt things for mobile templates and mobile friendliness. So really interesting. It's really interesting. Vinny wishes that he could have succeeded in teaching Chayton how to say V. Yeah. Well, I'm sure that there's few cultures in the world that wish that they could teach Americans how to say something, or actually how not to say something. But yep, Vinny probably really knows it because he's got a V in his name. What was I going to? I was just saying. Oh yes, because this client here that I'm working for, all he has is a mobile phone. And so as I design this, it's been good because I know he's previewing everything in the mobile version. I'm actually building the desktop version for me and for others that use the desktop, but he is primarily mobile. And it was interesting when his video dropped and people started watching it, getting notifications. He was like 2/3, if not 3/4 of his view were on mobile devices, which was really interesting for me to see. Because all he has is the YouTube channel, and that's where his content is of course. I mean, he's on social media, like Facebook and Instagram. But when people started watching his video, most of them were watching them on a phone, and that was really interesting. Interesting to see. So mobile super needed, and I will tell you right now, we'll see it on Wednesday. There is something happening on this page here that is pretty cool using a Regular Labs extension, because I'll just say this: what you see here, what you see here is not what you see here, even though it's the exact same words. And that's the preview. So we'll take a look at that on Wednesday. Let's close that there. All right, and I think I told you guys last time, this is a really cool code that shows the latest video from the YouTube channel that I found online, and also something from OS Training, some code for how I make it, how the video is always fitting in there nicely mobile. So kind of interesting. All right, so yes. What else? What else? Is there anything else? You would love to see a tutorial on how to sync the website content to Facebook. Ivor, how do you mean for it to automatically post to Facebook? I think that's probably what you mean, right? We actually looked at something. Okay, that's what I mean. Yes. Okay, cool. I'll put that down. I know that Mary mentioned something, and I set it up in a live stream weeks ago that it would automatically post articles as they were created. And but I did sort of just a test article, so I didn't actually let it post. But yeah, auto posting. Cool. I'll look into that. And if anyone has any suggestions for that, you could email them to me, or you could mention them here in chat. I have done that. I think I mentioned before in the past, I did a sports reporting site for a client years ago, and we had it so that Joomla, we were following the news feeds of different college sports teams, different organizations, and when they updated their news, the site would take it off the news feed and make it a new article on the site. And they were all RSS feeds that we were allowed to do that with. And then it would make the new content, and then once the new content was there, it would then tweet it out and share it to the social media. And so even while we slept, if new news was released, it would end up going on the site and it would be tweeted out. So there's a number of things. Yes, that's right, Mary. We tried dlvrit.com. And that seemed to work. One thing I didn't try though, Mary, because I did accidentally publish my test article to the to social media, and then I think other times if I made changes to that article, it maybe tried to send it as well. But that definitely needs some more experimenting there. But that was one. I think probably, something inside of Joomla itself is a nice way to go too, because it gives you control. You could also post certain topics. You could probably set it up so that certain just thinking in my head, certain categories would go to certain places. This might be a good watch me work live stream to get the guy from, I think it's Foobla, on to show how to do that, to show some of their products. So I think it was Foobla that I used. AutoTweet NG was another one, I believe, but that might have been Foobla's. But definitely, yeah. Okay, we'll check that out. I'm making notes of that. Okay, Ivor's just clicking on an extension there. And JFB Connect, that's another one. This shows your Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn streams. I was just talking to them if they can put Instagram on, and they said they don't do that yet. The interview that I'm working on right now for Joomcast that I'm editing is with Adam Melker, and he does work with Source Coast, who does this. Oh, there you go. Automatic social sharing buttons. Add Facebook comments, like, shares, Twitter share, automatically to your content. Yeah. Mary says you've tried other extensions as well, but they have required a lot more setup. Yeah, the Facebook, all the social media stuff's pretty fiddly. Here's, okay, automatically post new Joomla, K2 items, social events, and more to Facebook pages and groups or Twitter streams. It works with a user or admin generate content to get news to your social feeds. Okay, so that will do it. So maybe I will also contact them. JFBC, maybe that to get them to show this as well. It is super fiddly. I bet you it's even more fiddly now in the sense that social media is, they're tightening so many things up, limiting what you can post, who can post, just because of all the abuses, of privacy abuses and election abuses and stuff like that in the world. And so they really are cranking down on that. I will tell you this, hands down, of anything that I have done for social media things on a site, JFBC from JFB Connect from Source Coast has the best step-by-step directions for setting up being able to auto post and things like that. I've used others that have directions as well, but these guys really have it dialed down. So, okay. All right. So there's an idea, something to get cracking on and see about that. All right. Anything else, everyone? Questions, comments, show and tell. If not, well, I will tell you one interesting thing. In the next couple of months, they're going to be putting in sidewalks and a bike lane in front of my house. And so I'm curious to know which additions are going to be a little bit noisy because of construction in the background. My studio here is in the basement and of my house. It's only, I'm only probably about maybe 3 feet below grade. But so anything that's going through the sound is really going to be, going through the ground is really going to be heard here, but we'll see what happens with that. Okay. Well, if that is it, Tim, mountain bike or race? Are you talking about the trophy here, Tom? Waiting for his reply. I can start talking. Well, I have a couple of bike trophies from bike rodeos when I was in public school. Oh, the cycle lane. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I thought you were asking. Mountain bike. Oh, for the cycle lane. It's just going to be. It's just paved, just at the side of the road. Yeah, so it would probably be bike. We do have Ryder Hesdejal. If you guys, anyone's into professional cycling, he's from the village next to us, and he has a bike race here in Victoria. So in August, they will be going down here. I don't think the bike lane will be finished yet, but I actually have. If you want to see, here, I'll share that with you guys. Let me change my glasses here. Let's go right screen. Let's go to. I think we can. No, that's going to be involved to get to, let's go Cybersalt, bike race, rider. See, it's the videos. Okay. I'm going to have to change this because I think I have the video on my private channel here. So I need to go into YouTube and see if I can find these videos to share with you. It might actually be on the Cybersalt site. And go to my channel and... Oh, what type of rider am I? I am not a rider. I have not ridden in a long time, so I would be casual. I'm right now. I am maybe someday I can afford an e-bike rider. Yeah, I'm a low rider. Oh no, hey Valerie, don't worry about that. No, when you email, that's fine. Even if I don't recognize your email, you can still win. That's fine. I was just you weren't embarrassing me. I tried to remember everyone's names. It's the added dimension of that's their avatars are different names. So yeah, if it makes me feel better, you could just draw your name randomly. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah. All right, let's change here. All right, so I'm gonna post. I think I can post my channel here. This is another channel that I have. I put some things on here. Have not done too much. If you go to this channel at some point, for instance, oops, remember. Oh, it's not letting me paste the URL for that. Well, that's awkward because this is my channel. Let's try this. No, I wonder what. Oh, I know. You know what? That's what I did. I logged out of YouTube, and now I cannot post in chat because I don't have a wrench in this profile. I'll tell you what though, if I type this, you will see the Cybersalt site. That's me right there. It says this is me too. Click on my profile there. I think you should be able to, and you will be able to go to my YouTube channel. If not, let me just switch back here. I'm gonna go log back in as me. There's the link that you can click on. And when you get there, you'll see a bunch of things. For instance, you want to see a bald eagle fly off with a little baby Canada goose? Watch that video. 2010, the Olympic torch was out in front of our house. But here, these were, I have 4 different years where I have recorded the Ryder Hesdejal ride to come past my house. August 21st, 2016. I didn't do it. Well, I think I missed 2 years. Anyway, so this is out in front of my house. Looking down to the, looking north at the end of my driveway. And here comes the bikes. This is when they first show up.
Got about half the people here.
And then that continues on with bikes going by for about 28 minutes. So yeah, so Tom, I'm not really, I don't ride my bike anymore. Or I should, because it would be it's such a nice place that I live too for stuff like that. But what else do we have on this channel that might be interesting? This video here, 739,000 views.
And now, how about drums?
It's pretty funny. Periodically, people, this gets shared on some channel or some television show. It's something I uploaded years ago that was just a video going around by email. And there's a number of versions of it online, but it's I actually missed out on about $1,000 because on this video. I had it uploaded, and then someone put a claim on it, which was fine. I didn't upload it to steal anything or do anything, just to share it as a link in one of my newsletters. And someone put a claim on it, said it was there. So I thought, no worries. There's Google ads. There was ads running on it. And when the one day I saw a spike, there was something like 400,000 views or something on it all at once. It had really taken off. So I thought, wow, good for whoever owns it, that they're getting that income. So I went just to see who the company was that owned it, and the copyright claim was not there anymore. And so nobody was making any money off of that traffic. So unfortunately, I did monetize that again on my site because no one had made a claim on it, and I caught the tail end of it. So I maybe made maybe $100 or something. But I lost probably about $1,000 that I would have gotten had I caught that before. But Valerie says, non-bike related. Can you ask folks a broad question? Ivers Tip RE Rapid Tables makes me think of it. You've been perusing W3 Schools to bone up on HTML and CSS. Is there better one that you should know about online? Something better than W3 Schools. I think W3 Schools is pretty standard and is pretty good. The other thing that I would recommend for a site, and I don't know if it deals with CSS, Moz, let's see if I can find it. Yeah, I think you're doing well there with. Vinny says he uses it all the time. Moz. This is not what I was thinking about. Or was it? If anyone knows what I'm thinking about, I don't know if this is. I do not know. I know just sometimes. Moz blog, Moz. Okay, it is Moz.com. So, so for instance, this isn't so much probably CSS, but there's lots of great information on here for about SEO, title tags, things like that. Vinny has a lifetime subscription to OS Training. They have some good stuff as well. Yeah, Vinny, if you want to post the link, OS Training, we can find that. OS Training. There you go, OS Training. Yeah, and Vinny's posted a link to classes. Yeah, so Joomla 3 classes, beginner classes, PHP and MySQL classes. Oh, hold on for a sec. Tom can't post a link because he doesn't have a wrench. Hey, everybody, let's congratulate Tom. He's got a wrench. Don't be too excited, Tom. You wouldn't believe how many of us have wrenches. Go ahead and post now. There's more people in here with wrenches than without wrenches. So, yeah, I think Brian doesn't have a wrench either. He's on here regularly. Where's Brian? I don't know if you're still on, Brian, but have a wrench, man. How's Chayton not have a wrench? Let's give Chayton a wrench too. I know I'm giving out so many wrenches, it will mean nothing to anybody. Brian, you've got a wrench. Congratulations, man. Welcome to the Wrench Club. We should have an initiation where everyone, when they're receiving one of those, they have to lie down and then we beat them on the back. We wrench their backs. Thank you. I'm here all week. Drive home carefully. Vinny says stop meaning something to him on episode 10. Is that when we gave you one? Tim the Tool Master. Yeah. That's like a famous Groucho Marx quote, which was I don't want to belong to any organization that would have me as a member. I was just thinking the other day about a business opportunity and for me, and I was thinking like, oh man, I don't want to own a part of any company that would have me as an employee. Yeah, so go ahead and post that link there. Or did you already, Tom? You can't post the link. All right. What the heck? Everybody can have a wrench until someone misbehaves. Then we'll take it away. I know because a couple of episodes ago, Vinny and Rick were kibitzing around. And so Vinny went to try to put Rick in timeout. But Rick also had a wrench. So everyone with a wrench can't do something to someone with the wrench. Anyways, lots of classes there. There's coding classes on HTML5, PHP, JavaScript. Tons of things there. What's the membership on this OS training? What's the cost? Let's see. Sign up today. Let's see. Let's get to the cost. 1 year access to everything for $59. That's pretty good. And I think they have everything club plan. Let's see what they got here. Enjoy WordPress, Drupal, plus lots more. Get your complete library ebooks. You can Imagine it, our vast library of videos. Join the Everything Club and get access to everything at OS Training. And the code there, pay only $59. So that's a pretty good deal. Yes, this, Vinny pointed out, same people that run Joomla Shack. And let's just see what they've got there. OS Training. Videos, books, login. Yeah. Okay, there's Tom's link. A basic guide to HTML reference. That's very handy too. You copy that and put that in the link description there. And I also did the Moz site there. That's pretty good. So let's take a look at this. 113 elements that you can see. A is an inline element. Address is a block element. Base, self-closing. So there's lots to learn there. That's a good resource. And of course, any one of these, it looks like you can click on it. This is interesting. I recently just had something that was putting an article block in, and I don't know where it came from. Defines a self-contained block of content that exists in any context. It can have its own header, footer sections, useful for a list of blog posts. All right. Very interesting. Oh, okay. And Tom said just click on a name to see. That's really cool. That's a great resource. I should probably make a resource page on the basic Joomla site. Let's see. Brian. Developer.mozilla. Oh, there. That's good. And they would be related to Moz. Search the docs. Hacksblog. Yeah. So I think between the Moz blog, I don't know, the HTMLreference.io that Tom just shared, the resource that Vinny shared from OS Training, which is not that expensive a membership, W3 School, those are going to serve you really, really well. And I'm going to post that in there. Yeah, it really is. Man, I like Joomla so much. I really do. I really do enjoy it, just for all the stuff to play around in and learn, just everything. All right. I think I was in the process of telling you something about one of my sites, but I do not remember what it was. Anyways. Good. Well, excuse me. Well, remember, everyone, if there's something you want to show, it doesn't even have to take a long time. I'd love to have you on a Watch Me Work live stream to show some things. Vinny's waiting to unpack his office completely. I think we have plans in August for Vinny to do some app media stuff. I've talked to lots of people, and so we'll just keep things going along. I wonder if I will give away $200 at episode 200, assuming I make it to episode 200. But we shall see. We shall see. All right, everyone. Anything else? Okay, Valerie had technical issues. Her connections dropped a couple times, so if you asked her anything, she didn't get it. I think what there was is just some recommendations. So let me post them again for you here, Valerie. And I'll put these in the description. So this is what was shared earlier on in this. You would have seen that. Tom shared this link. Look pretty handy. I mentioned this as a great blog and source of things to read. And then Brian just posted this great resource. All right. And let's see, W3 Schools, W3 Schools. Let me just put that on here because you posted that. And I want to have a link here for that. So you already had this one. And then the other one that Vinny shared was... Let's go up to Vinny's link that he shared. OS training classes. So you might have missed that one as well. And so we'll put that there. All right, Vinny says, keep watching all Basic Joomla's videos so he can monetize them and raise money for episode 200. Yeah, that would be great. I'm all for that. Yeah. Just thinking about an idea that I had, but I'm not sure if I'm ready to talk about it yet for the channel. So, because I don't know if I could actually add as much value to it. So I won't talk about that now. It's a secret. But yes, do watch the tutorials. And if you've got any Joomla types, friends or people that you know, then feel free to pass them around or share them with them, because that is helpful. Maybe I'll start wearing bow ties. Maybe people. I've always I don't know if you've noticed that, but every now and then there's a celebrity or a politician or there's someone who their thing is just wearing bow ties, and I look at them. Most of them can pull them off. So this is very, very formal though, with the dark jacket. But anyways, I'm just happy. I'm happy with this jacket. It's one of 2 new jackets that I've got. So, Brian, see you later, man. Thanks for sharing today and coming on the stream. I think everybody, if there's not anything else to share or talk about, we can wrap it up at that point. I am going to the IMAX this afternoon. Our granddaughter is here for a couple of overnights. She's 5 years old, so we're going to go see Super Dogs, and then my wife is driving her home up Island. So that I got to get in the old pickup truck and head into town and meet up with them. I'll fix this thing. I'm gonna do a little picture. I'm all dressed up for my Facebook page, and that'll be it. So everybody, thanks so much for being a part of this channel. Whether you have been here since very early on or just later, I really enjoy it. I really do enjoy it. I enjoy hanging out. I enjoy learning about so much stuff. And yes, back to casual wear the next time, Tom. And so it really is good. So I just thank you for being a part of the channel, for being part of my Joomla life, part of my life. And I'm excited to see what happens in the next 2 years with everything. So everybody, I hope you have a great rest of your day. For some of you, that's only a few hours. For others, it's already tomorrow. And if you're like us here in North America, you still got quite a bit of today left to go. So I hope it's good and everything is well with you. So until Wednesday, if you can make it, or till the next time, enjoy your Joomla sites, and God bless.